Because even if you're not voting for Trump and you're not voting for her, you're still a black person who is refusing to vote for an educated, qualified person of color who is running for president. And it just shows us your ancestors were more like this. You're wondering who that lady is up there on that steed. Because Negroes like you don't like that. You'd rather us be out there in the plantations and the fields than to be seen higher than a white man. We see you. We understand. But regardless of how you feel about her, she definitely ain't a white man. And she definitely ain't a white man that's backed by the Klan. So we have no other choice but to think your ancestors acted like this. And you look like this to me. Because I know your ancestors didn't look like this. Definitely not like this. You could never. This ain't your people. This ain't you. We know this ain't you. Nah, player. Could you imagine any of them saying, I'm not voting for a qualified black candidate? Could you imagine any of them saying, I'm not voting for a qualified person of color? I know y'all think y'all be eating when you say stuff like this, but really you just show us that all skin folks ain't kin folks. So go enjoy your KKK supportive day, I guess.
For now, we just gonna put a pin in the fact that it's giving HBCU realness. It's giving black bouletes. It's giving I belong to a sorority, Alpha Kappa Sigma. It's giving Delta 9, Delta 6. It's giving some type of sorority. It's giving classism. It's giving elitism. We're going to table that and circle back to it, at a later date.
And see, this is my issue with the binary system. Because you always got to be one or the other. Either you are ignorant or you're educated. You can't be somewhere in the middle. Having intelligence doesn't always equate to being educated. You can have spiritual discernment and not be educated, not be indoctrinated. Because some of us know that the slavery story went more like a prisoner of war narrative. You're right. My ancestors who are protesting the election do not look like. They don't look like. They don't look like. But instead they look like
individuals that a lot of your ancestors have been solely responsible for erasing their narratives. Since we're pretending that our ancestors are different, we just out here making up family trees and whatnot have you. Why should you be the only one who gets to have fun and determine whose ancestors are who? Are we gonna talk about that? Can we talk about it? Can we talk? Talk or not? Or not?
my ancestors who are in protest of the election look more like this. They look more like this. They look more like this. The ones who were actually prisoners of war, pre-assimilation, pre-indoctrination. We keep pulling the wagon before the horse. A lot of that happening. We just skip over. It starts right when they put us in the monkey suit, right when they put us in massa's clothes. That's when the story starts. We conveniently leave out some crucial details. Everybody know we got Indian in our family, but we just don't talk about it. So the ones in my ancestors, they're not necessarily ignorant. They just don't value our current educational system. They never trusted it.
Girl, to try to give my ancestors that house that was in Django, that's a reach. He seems more like someone who would actually be invested in this system, rooted in this system. And so that low-hanging fruit would be more likely in the vicinity of your ancestors, because y'all the one who still believe in this system and still out here talking about vote or die within this system. So now, you reached and you went just a little bit too far. You had tried it, sis. You had tried that there. Unfortunately, we're not as dumb as you look.